The chamber of the Zerothian War Council was carved from black stone, lit by pillars of molten fire. Around the circular table sat the most powerful beings of 5 galaxies, scaled monarchs, feathered strategists, crystalline prophets, and bioengineered warlords. Their armies numbered in the billions, their fleets darkened skies. They had crushed empires, bent planets into ash, and enslaved entire systems. And at the center of that chamber stood a lone human. His name was Captain Elias Ward, survivor of Earth's fallen fleets. His uniform was torn, his face scarred, his shoulders weary from months of battle and captivity. Shackles of plasma bound his wrists, glowing with faint blue light. One of the counselors, a hulking reptilian warlord named Croft, leaned forward and bared jagged teeth. So, this is humanity's last soldier? This fragile piece of meat? He slammed a claw onto the table. Pathetic, you fought us with sticks and iron shells, while we burned your cities with plasma storms. Another counselor, Varys the Seraphine, a tall winged alien draped in shimmering armor, tilted her head. Why even bring him here? His species is irrelevant. Broken. Extinct, perhaps. There is nothing he can offer us. The chamber erupted in cruel laughter, but Elias did not flinch. His gaze was steady, his jaw set. He had expected mockery. He had expected cruelty. What he hadn't expected was a burning ember of defiance still alive inside him. The counselors jeered, shouting insults in 100 alien tongues. And then Elias spoke. Just one word. A word so soft it nearly vanished in the chaos. A word ancient to humanity, meaningless to them, yet somehow it cut to the chamber like a blade. Home. The silence. The laughter died instantly. The chamber grew still, as if the fires themselves leaned closer to listen. Counselors blinked, confused. What did he say? Hissed one insectoid general, her mandibles twitching. Elias raised his head. His voice, though quiet, echoed with something none of them could name, something not taught in their academies of war. You think humanity is broken because you burned our cities. You think we are nothing because you shattered our fleets. But you don't understand. You never understood. The crystalline prophet leaned forward, facets of his body glowing uneasily. Explain. Elias took a breath. His shackled hands trembled, but not from fear. From fury. Home. That's what we fight for. Not conquest. Not profit. Not pride. Not because a council orders us to. We fight because we remember the faces of our children. We fight because we know the smell of our mother's kitchen, the sound of rain on our rooftops, the warmth of holding someone you love under the stars. That's what you've never had. That's what you can never steal from us. The reptilian warlord Croft slammed his fist down again, scales bristling. Sentimental drivel. What is home against plasma fire? What is love against armies? But Elias's voice rose, steady and fierce. You've built empires without roots. You conquer and conquer, but none of you belong anywhere. That's why you fear us. Because even if you burn our soil, scatter our ashes, humanity will rise again, somewhere, somehow. Because we remember what you don't, where we come from. The word rang in the chamber again. Home. The cracks in the council. The winged counselor, Varys, frowned. Her wings shifted uneasily. She had lived 500 years in endless campaigns, serving warlords who demanded blood, yet never had anyone spoken with such conviction, without weapons, without armies, just words. Other counselors exchanged glances. For the first time, there was no laughter, only silence. Elias pressed on. You can laugh at us. You can enslave us. You can even wipe Earth itself off the star maps. But humanity will not vanish. You'll find us in your minds, in your slums, in forgotten cracks of your empires. And there, we'll whisper to each other. We'll teach our children the word you'll never understand. We'll carry it in our bones, in our blood, in every breath we take. And one day, when you least expect it, the word will burn brighter than your fleets, stronger than your armies. His voice shook, raw and hoarse. Because home is not a place. It's who we are, and that can never be conquered. The chamber trembled with an energy none of them could explain. Even the molten pillars flared higher, as if reacting to defiance in his voice. The turning point. The crystalline prophet finally spoke, his tone shaken. I see threads of time unraveling. This word, it bends the future. Croft roared in fury. Enough! He is one soldier. I will crush him now and silence this poison. He rose from his seat, towering above Elias, claws gleaming. But as he stepped forward, Varys extended a wing, blocking his path. Wait, she said coldly. The reptilian hissed. You defend him? I defend nothing, she replied. But I have lived 5 centuries, Croft, and never once have I felt doubt. Now I do. If one broken human can plant doubt in the hearts of this council, what happens when his people rise again? The insectoid general clicked her mandibles uneasily. They are scattered, but not gone. We've seen uprisings on the slave worlds. Small but fierce. The crystalline prophet's body pulsed with light, and every one of them whispers the same word. I hear it echo across timelines. It grows. The war council fell into chaos, arguing in harsh alien tongues. But Elias only stood tall, the faintest smile breaking through his exhaustion. He had given them what they could not fight. Fear born not from weapons, but from an idea. The escape. The council should have executed him that night. Yet they didn't. Perhaps they feared making him a martyr. Perhaps they feared his word echoing louder in death. Instead, they locked him away in a high-security cell deep beneath the council chambers. But Varys visited him. Alone. She stood at the bars, wings folded, eyes sharp. You are a fool, she said. A single word does not win wars. Elias met her gaze. No, but it can start them. Something flickered across her face. Something dangerously close to respect. She turned, feathers rustling. Sleep lightly, human. The council is afraid of you. That may be your only weapon. That night, his cell door opened silently. Varys stood there, holding a key of molten light. Run, she said. He didn't ask why. He only ran. The legend of one word. Years later, when rebellion tore through the syndicate worlds, soldiers painted a single word across their banners. When slaves on mining moons rose against their masters, they carved it into the stone walls of their tunnels. When fleets hidden in asteroid belts launched surprise strikes, they whispered across their comms before battle. Home. The word spread like fire, uniting species, igniting hope. It became more than human. It became universal. And though Elias Ward's fate was never confirmed, some say he died in exile, others that he lived to see the first free colony rise. His voice was remembered. The Alien War Council had laughed, but the word had silenced them. And in the silence, history changed.